the benefits are of going to college.
Higher starting salary.
Higher starting salary. Other benefits.
Better skill set.
Okay, better skill set. Other benefits of going to college.
Better quality of life in the future. Because you have that information.
Right, exactly. What's a precursor for getting an MBA?
Yes, how to live with that.
What's the precursor for getting a law degree, one of those things, right? And so your whole growth trajectory can be very different, right? So for somebody who goes to college, this future stream, like X0 could be very different from X1, could be very different from X2, and so on and so forth. Whereas for somebody who may not have that same upward mobility, they might just be locked into a job where they're earning minimum wage for the rest of their life. Right? So even the stream of income can be like very different too. Now, what's the cost of going to college? Okay, it's massive. So what's the cost of going to college?
Tuition and opportunity cost.
Exactly, tuition and opportunity cost. What's the opportunity cost of going to college?
Better else should be food.
What other, right, so what could you have been doing if you were not going to college? Working?
Saving the money you have and investing it into something we can profit.
Exactly. Okay. So, now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, can I erase this? Does everybody have this right here? Okay. So we have this, and this. All right. The cost of schooling. Can everybody see what I'm writing on the board? Like, is it legible and is it large enough? It is? Okay, perfect. All right. So you have the direct costs, which are tuition, right? Plus you have the opportunity costs, which is what you could have been doing otherwise. You could have another job, you could have been investing the money that you would have spent in the trust fund, into the stock market. And there are other benefits too, right? So these are the direct costs. What are the benefits? The benefits that we said was higher future salary, different career trajectory, etc. Right? Okay. So right. You also can get health benefits, all of these other things too. So perhaps, for example, like I'm a professor here at Clemson, and I have health, dental, all of these other benefits too. So now let's think about what's the present value of your stream of earnings without college? Right? And in particular, we're going to think that you're going to be employed from 18 years old to 67 years old, which is when you retire. So there'll be 48 years when you're employed, right? And so we're going to assume employed from 18 to 67. So this is 48 years. Right? And we're also going to assume that the stream of income is just going to be wage in time period 0. The high school wage at high school, the someone with the high school degree is going to get time period 0. The wage in time period 1 at high school person will get so on and so forth, all the way up to time period 49. And so we can just compute the present value in the same way that we did over there, right? It's going to be exactly the same thing. So we know what the stream of income is, and so we can just compute the present value here. And what we're going to do next is we're going to compute the present value for going to college, and the difference there is going to be that there are certain costs that you have to incur for going to college. It's going to be the time cost, which is going to be 4 years of going into school, plus the opportunity cost. If instead we were looking at the present value for medical school, what would be the change there? The number of years in school. Okay. So the present value for high school would be W0 high school plus W1 high school over 1 plus R plus W2 high school over 1 plus R squared plus dot 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 plus W49 high school over 1 plus. Because I have a 0 here, time periods are just going to go up to 40. Because they're 49 time periods. 1 plus R. 48. Okay. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to look at the present value for going to college. And as we mentioned earlier, let's assume that somebody is going to finish college in 4 years. As we compute that.
Is that 1 plus 5?
This is
Stream
1
income
plus-
at the end?
It's high school.
This is 49, this is high school.
Yeah, right above it.
HS.
This is high school. Okay. Everybody follow this so far? Okay, good. So, what's the present value of college? What's the present value of college given when an opportunity cost of college that is equal to minus each for 4 years, given to a stream of earnings W1 college all the way up to W45 of college. Right? Okay.
Can I ask you a question on the present value equation at the bottom?
Yeah.
Why do we go up to W49?
Why do we go to W? Oh, so I have this should be W48. So they're going to be, so we start W0, they're going to be 49, they're going to be 49 periods, and so they're going to be from W0 to W48 is going to give us 48, and so this should, so this should be correct. This should be W48, and this should be W47. Is that right? No, this should be 48 still. This is not 48. Everybody understands this?
Is that negative H,
Yeah, this is negative H.
which is high school?
No, this is the opportunity cost of going to college. Right? Does everybody follow what we did over here? And thank you so much for that catch. That was a really good catch. Appreciate that.
Is the stream of earnings still going to 45?
So this is going to be, so this is 1 year after college, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to be 45 years that you earn, right? And they're going to be 4 years that you invest. So in total, you have 49 years after your 18th birthday.
Is it still till 67?
Yes. So they're 40. that. They're 49
So
years
then
in the, yes?
So then that equation changes as well to 49.
No, so this has 49 streams of income. We have W0 all the way up to W48.
Or,
Yeah, the reason why I did the reordering was to make sure, the reason why I used the W0 is because I wanted the time subscripts to match the discounting subscripts. Does that make sense? Because if I had chosen W1 here, then we would have W2 over 1 plus R, and then it would be a little bit awkward. So I deviated a bit from the notes there, and that's the reason for it. But everybody understands this? Do you have a question?
I have a question on the stream of earnings.
Okay.
So does that go to wage 45 policy?
This goes, so the way to think about this is, if you go to college, you have 49 potential periods in which you can earn. You choose 4 of those periods to go to college. That's going to be 45 other periods. Does everybody get that? Okay, perfect. All right, good. All right, so what's going to be the present value of going to college? Who would like to come up and do the honors?
I just have a question.
Oh, what's your question?
Why do you start at W1 and not W0?
We can start at, the reason why I start at W1 here is just to make it explicit that there are going to be 45 years of earnings here,
Okay.
right? Because since you're going to be entering the labor force in your 5th year, like what we could have done is we could have started this as W5 college, where 5 is the potential number of years, and then, or we could have done this as W4 college, right? And then run this to W48 to make it consistent.
Okay.
In
But
which
it doesn't
case,
matter.
this would be, we can do it that way. Do you want me to do it that way?
No, I just was wondering if there was like a
We can
reason,
totally-
or
we
if you
can-
had to do it a different way.
We can totally do it that way. In fact, let's do it that way, and then the subscripting will actually have it.
Okay.
So we'll call this W all the way up to W48. This is going to be the stream. So this is going to be the stream of earnings.
48 there, but it doesn't.
Following
He changes it.
college.
Okay,
Right.
there's the first years ago.
So let me write another term here. So the stream of costs and benefits will look like minus H, minus H, minus H, minus H, right? And then we're gonna have W4 college. So this is time period T equals 0, T equals 1.
So does H include then the actual cost or direct cost? Okay.
So H will include the direct cost and the opportunity cost, will include all of that. So you can think about H as being a catch-all. And for simplicity, we're allowing H to be the same. But we could have allowed H to be H1, H0, and so on and so forth. This is time period 2. This is time period 3. This is time period 4. W5 college. And so in a sense, you can think about this subscript here as saying, what's the potential time period that you could have had earnings? And you just chose to go to school in these 4 time periods here, right? W5 college, all the way up to W48 college. And the reason why there's 48 is because we set this time period equal to T equals 0, right? Is everyone clear on this? Okay, good. So, we have our stream. Who can compute the present value? Volunteer. Volunteer. You've answered a lot of questions today. Neil, do you want to come up?
I guess.
All right, you can do this. Let's give him a hand clap as he comes up. Some encouragement. There you go. So just write PV is equal to.
T go up to 48 over here?
No, yes. That's right. That's right. And I'll just now read as he writes. So the first term he has is minus h. Is that correct? Yeah? Who agrees that minus h is correct? Good. Okay. The second term he has is minus h over 1 plus r. Is that correct? Third term, minus h over 1 plus r squared. Is that correct? Fourth term should be what? Right, minus h over 1 plus r cubed. Okay. There you go.
You aren't gonna write them all.
I finished. All right. What's the last one? Perfect. All right. Good job. Let's give him a clap for that. So he did this like a pro. So what we have is, so this is the present value of the cost of attending college. And this is the present value of the benefits of attending college. Right? So one thing to keep in mind is the lower this 1 plus r is, the more you value future consumption. Okay? Because if r equals 0, for example, then from your standpoint, $1 today is the same as $1 tomorrow. Right? And there's absolutely no discounting. And we'll see for those people who have like really low discount rates, they're going to be very patient. And so they're going to place a huge value on this future stream of income. But someone who doesn't value future consumption at all, they're going to discount very heavily. And it's almost going to be like $1 tomorrow. Doesn't matter to me at all, right? And so this is one way that we can capture differences in the time preferences of an individual, right? So folks who are more patient are more likely to be willing to invest in something that's going to bring future returns as opposed to immediate returns. So even though you have these present costs, you have these future returns. And so in terms of evaluating whether one should go to college or should go to high school, what's the metric that we can use? Right? But what do we know? So we've calculated the present value of going to high school, and we've calculated the present value of going to college. And so how could we make a decision as to whether one should go to college or should go to high school? Exactly. We can compare the present value of going to college to the present value of going to high school, and whichever one has the highest present value, that's the one that's going to deliver the highest utility. If you think about utility, it's just being complete, right? And so the strength of this is this gives us a framework for evaluating these types of choices where the cost and the benefits are not just today, but they're actually in the future. Moreover, within the context of this framework, we can evaluate a decision that has only benefits relative to a decision that has some upfront cost, but some larger future benefits as well. Right? Okay. So what we're going to do now is it is 11:46. Let's take a 4-minute break, and then we'll reconvene at 11:50, and then we'll finish up the second part of the lecture.